I'm Dr. Sadi, the Purpose Promoter, and you are watching the most authentic podcast in Houston.
Hey everyone, this your girl Miss Lovely Chanel. How y'all doing tonight? Everybody say hey.
Hey.
Well, let me introduce my lovely guest for tonight. I got Dr. Sadi to my left. Hey. Miss you, my chocolate drop over here.
Hey, girl.
Right.
And they go my beauty over there, Miss Misha.
What's going on, everybody? What's going on?
So, how y'all doing tonight?
Yeah, right.
Good. How are
It's
you?
ladies' night
I know
tonight.
it
as you can
is.
see. We only got that Dell tonight.
Whatever.
Just
We miss you. We miss you, Dell.
Yeah.
So, let's get into what y'all miss so much. What's vibing?
What is vibing?
Wait a minute,
Is that
make a
the theme
thing.
song?
I make it up.
Okay.
Okay. So let's get into it. First thing, which I'm wearing yellow to represent Lion King.
Okay.
Oh my goodness. How long it been? Like what, 30
A long time.
years?
It hasn't been 30 years because I was in college when
Okay,
The
it's
Lion
not 30
King
years.
came out. But
I don't know,
over
it's
20
Oh,
years.
it's been 1990
It's
something.
been at least 20 something.
I think it was like 94.
I know.
Yeah, close.
I was in undergrad when it
So
came
if it came out 94, I mean
Which
it's
one
like
makes
26 years ago.
Mm.
Something
Wow.
Right.
Wow, y'all excited?
I'm so excited.
I'm excited.
I'm excited.
I just
See-
know whoever goes to see it with me,
Me.
they're gonna have to like not get upset with me because I'm going to sing all the songs.
right.
But
I
you don't
can't
sound like
sing.
Beyonce. So
I
Beyonce gonna be.
And I'm gonna be singing right along with her.
Right.
Y'all heard a preview of the song?
Uh-huh.
What is the song they were singing? Her and Simba.
Can you feel the
Yeah,
love?
Can you
tonight?
feel?
Can
Yeah.
you feel? I'm like, oh shit! It ain't like the kid version, like everybody can. No, she really singing this. She might get a
Mhm.
Grammy for that one.
I believe
I can
it.
see it.
I believe it.
Yeah.
I can't wait. I can't wait. So what about you, Misha?
I'm excited. I don't know when I'm gonna see it, but I know
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
see
see
it.
it.
Yeah.
I'm
Only thing I'm upset about is James Earl Jones is not doing
I thought
Mufasa. No.
Is
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
Is
He
it?
is.
Because I know the
Okay.
preview that I heard didn't have him. It wasn't him. It was
You know he
somebody
old,
else.
so his voice might change.
His voice is gonna forever be.
It's got right. That's one
No,
that's
but-
not gonna
No, the
change.
same people who play as the parents is playing as them on this one. So that's the only original thing they do.
Okay.
You know, he not standing up. He's sitting down. I saw the
Mhm.
little preview in the background. So
Okay.
How
I'm
old is he?
super excited
What-
about it.
I'm excited about it.
Oh,
I
yeah.
already am. I'm gonna go to the drive-in movie theater,
Mm.
so we
Ah.
can see. It's like one
Double.
price. Yeah.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna see Lion King first, and then Aladdin. second.
Okay.
So
Okay.
and that's the
cool.
only movies we can go to with a baby, because we can't go to an actual movie theater
Right.
with a baby, because he don't cry, he just talks.
Oh, okay. You don't want to get put
like
out.
his mother.
Yes, he does. Dad. So we have to sit in the car and poor baby. Hey,
It'll be
legend.
all right.
My mom. Okay. Next, have y'all been doing like the Face app?
I have not. But
They
I've
make
seen
you
a
look
lot of people-
old.
Very old. I got the app and then something just made me feel kind of like uneasy about it.
Uh-huh.
So I deleted it.
I didn't even try.
What?
I didn't
I'm
even
scared to
try.
even see my. I'm just gonna, We got. Yes. Look at that, Mike.
Oh,
Do we have you?
wow.
You
We
put
got
yourself-
Mike. We
Put
got Magic
up
Mike.
there.
Oh,
Look at Magic Mike.
Mike.
Wow. And I mean, it's like spot. I think it's really spot
Yeah.
on.
Yeah. Some people.
Right.
You would look good at age 60 something maybe.
That's only
Right.
60.
I don't know, 70.
It got the little gray hair. It's got the
I
little gray
know.
hairs,
You
everything.
Still got your Justin Bieber bane and everything going
Right.
on. Just gray. But I heard something about like the Russians was into it.
Yeah, somebody
I
else.
don't know about that conspiracy theory. I don't know.
Y'all not gonna, y'all want to see yourself in 60 years? Just a sample?
Mm-mm.
I'll be so mad I look good on that picture, and then in the future I don't look that good. I'll be pissed.
Girl, I'm gonna be cute till the day I die.
Hello.
You know, black don't crack.
No.
Black don't crack
No.
at all. I'm still 21.
Plus.
Plus, well, for me, if you take that times 2, add 1. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm 21 to the day I die. Hey, Dale. Hey,
Yeah,
Toy.
Toy.
Hey,
Oh,
y'all.
hey, son. I see my son on there.
Sadi's son. Hey.
Shout out to Soldier Roads.
Yeah. He wanted
Okay.
that shout out. Put the camera on me. Hey, Soldier Rose. How you doing tonight?
That's his mama.
You could give him a shout out. It's
Aw.
We love you. The show is dedicated to you tonight.
Right. Shout out
Awesome.
to
Make sure you
those
like
in
and
the
share
service.
too. Make sure you like
Right.
and share tonight. While we shine out you got to shout out us for real.
Please
though.
do. Please do.
Right.
Well, let's get into the Dr. Sadi herself tonight.
Right.
Let's do
So-
it.
Who is Dr. Sadi? Who are you?
Oh, wow. So Dr. Sadi is someone who considers herself simply complex. I actually made myself a shirt that says that.
Really?
Yeah, I did. And what I mean by that is like I'm simple, but I'm complex in some ways. Like there are some things that just make sense, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then there are some other things that I may have my own way of doing, my own way, of thinking. But I would say overall, beyond that, I am a survivor. I am a person of integrity. I'm someone that truly values the growth in other people. And that's why I am the purpose promoter.
I love that.
So, can you give us a background story on the purpose promoter?
Absolutely. So for a long time, I would say I had a servant's heart. I have
Yes, you
servant's
definitely
heart.
have.
And so I would always help other people. Like if they would say, I have this event or I have this thing that I want to do, I would be like, well, how can I help? And I had a mentor, she's a friend / mentor, who literally just looked at me at one point and she's like, stop hiding. And I didn't really know exactly what she meant by that. I was like, I'm not hiding, I'm just doing what I do. And she's like, no, stop hiding. She told me it was my time. And so I'll never forget, I was at this Christian conference, and somebody was giving the example of a person who's like learning, and so they're in the field and they're learning and they're kind of following the other people. And so she had the ladies who were on the stage giving this illustration to all of a sudden turn around. So it was like the person who was at the back was then the person at the front. And right in that moment, that mentor that I was speaking of, we weren't sitting in the same place, but she texted me and she was like, that's it. And so it was in that moment that I realized that what she meant when she told me to stop hiding was that I needed to take those, those lessons that I had learned and all of those times of me helping others. And now it was my turn to be the one at the front, to be the one that was kind of guiding other people. So that's how I started the idea of now I need to know what my purpose is. Yeah.
So it's mainly helping others to promote what they love to do.
Yeah, promoting them into their purpose. Initially, when I thought about the name, a lot of times we say like purpose pusher, but when you think about somebody being pushed, you think about them unwillingly going.
Yes.
Negative,
And so,
that negative
yeah,
connotation.
it's like has a negative connotation to it. And so I was like, I don't want to be the purpose pusher. Whereas when you use the word promote or promotion, it's like I've worked for this, so I'm being promoted. And so for me, it's like, yeah, that's more along the lines of what I believe in is the purpose promoter. So I'm helping promote people into their purpose because they've earned it. as opposed to trying to push them unwillingly into it.
Okay.
I love that.
I really do. I really like
Yeah.
that. Because, I have a lot of ideas. Will you help me with my ideas?
Absolutely.
And that's one thing I like about you is that you are such a good mentor. Like you are. I look up to you so much. And what would you say to somebody that's trying to find their purpose, like who hasn't found a mentor? Do you feel like somebody needs to just it automatically come to you, or do you need to be like, hey, look, I need you as my mentor? Does that make sense?
I think everybody's different.
Okay.
So I don't think that there is a cookie cutter method for anyone. There are some people who have found their way simply because they have watched people from a distance and maybe they've learned different little things from them. I think that happens a lot in the workplace where you watch people kind of how they move, how they navigate, and it helps you to grow. So you've not necessarily gone to them and formally said, hey, will you be my mentor? But they're mentoring you kind of unknowingly.
Yes, like you getting.
Yeah.
You don't want to be on. You don't want that person to be your shadow. You know how people are, I'm gonna shadow you today. I'm like, no, I don't want that.
Yeah. So there's like the informal mentoring, and then it's okay though to have a formal mentor as well, where you can go to them and you can say, hey, I really admire the things that you do. I admire how you carry yourself or how you move. Is it okay if I just pick your brain or spend some time with you? But one thing I really want to say though about mentor-mentee relationships is if you ask someone to be your mentor, you have to be willing to be mentored.
Right. You actually got to do that work.
Right. And what that means is staying in contact. That means doing what they've told you to do. Because if they're a person who you look up to, that means they're probably busy and so they don't have time to waste.
And plus, if you want to get that mentor, you have to accept what's gonna come with it. Because some people like, well, I don't think I'm that person. That person might say, hey, you too judgmental, or you too mean, you do this and that and that, and you're not accepting it. Then why should I be your mentor? You can't handle the truth.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah, I always tell people, be very careful asking me to be your mentor, because I'm going to tell you like it is.
My nerves too bad.
I'm going to tell you like it is. She could tell you.
Oh, yeah. And like I said, that's one thing I like about you is look, what's going on? Have you done this?
Yeah. What
have you tried? Have you?
Yeah. Because there's responsibility that comes with purpose. So if that's what you really want to do, you really want to move forward, you really want to grow, you really want to develop in your craft, then there's responsibility that comes with that.
Right.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I know it was last week you had you've been doing it annually, right?
Well, that was my first one.
Okay.
Of that one. Yeah.
So you did, for those that don't know, you did a actual
I'm looking like, what y'all did?
You actually did it. She did a seminar on restating your purpose. It's kind of like it's the middle of the year. You explain. Like,
no, you were attending. I want to hear you, because I want them to hear it from a person who attended. Yeah.
So it was kind of like, this is the middle of the year, which to me is crazy. It's the middle of the year.
It is.
Just the beginning of mine.
But you got this.
Oh, yeah.
So it's the middle of the year, and sometimes we don't realize, or we've forgotten really what our purpose is. And so it's kind of like that step back to, okay, reanalyze what exactly is your purpose.
Yeah.
And I love it that you're gonna, especially if you're gonna be doing it annually. I think that's awesome.
Yeah.
So
I definitely plan to do that. So restating my purpose happened, like she said, just last weekend. But what I have done annually, it will be the second time that I've done it. September 6th and 7th, I will have an overnight retreat. in Somerville. We did it last year, and it was so good.
Oh, you said Somerville. I don't know why my mind went to Smileville. I'm like,
No, I'm not Superman.
I'm like, what? Superwoman in the
I'm
building.
not
My
Superman.
mind went straight to Smileville. Okay.
No.
Somerville. Where's that located?
Somerville is
Right.
about an hour and 5 minutes from here. It is close to Brenham.
Okay.
Near Brenham.
Okay.
So there's a retreat center that's there that is owned by Refresh,
Okay.
which is a nonprofit organization that
I'm sorry to cut you
Oh,
off.
no, you're fine. Go
Where can we get tickets or?
So I've just posted the save the date. And so if you stay connected to my Facebook, The Purpose Promoter, or Instagram at The Purpose Promoter, then all of the information, registration, and everything will be available there coming soon.
Okay.
And what's the name of it again?
Well, the retreat that's happening in September is Do It on Purpose.
Do it
Yeah.
on purpose.
Do it on purpose.
I
So
love
we're doing
that.
it on purpose for purpose.
I love it. And you do have somebody who too that was here, that was there, and they really
Daisha, hey
enjoyed.
Daisha, I see
Right.
you, girl.
Oh, okay. I don't know. My eyes is tripping.
Yes.
I thought that was Dale. I'm saying,
Right.
what he talking
Dale's
about?
there,
I
but
see
Right.
it, but
yeah.
But
DD on the
like, what exactly should people expect when for any of your retreats? Like,
Oh wow. First they should expect real talk.
mm,
I'm very, very big on that because so often we go to like these retreats and workshops and stuff, and it's the polite little hand clap type stuff. Yeah, don't expect that. At my retreats.
Okay,
You're
'cause
going to.
I do get tired of the, you listening to all these people and nobody else is getting involved. Like the
Yeah.
audience don't get involved.
No,
with
I
it.
definitely believe in everybody like interacting with each other. Another thing that people can expect in any of my workshops or even just one-on-one interactions is accountability.
Okay.
And whether they find the accountability with each other, whether they find it with me, there is accountability that happens because, like I said, with walking in purpose, there's responsibility, and so we've got to. It's one thing just to kind of think about it, but then what are you going to do about it? And so, like I told them at Restating My Purpose, it's like you didn't realize for your $10 that you were gonna get me for the rest of your life. I'm not going away.
Right.
$10 is pretty cheap.
Very cheap.
App?
Very cheap because I mean the thing I liked about the retreat was, some people we don't know them. And
Oh,
so,
you was there?
Yes.
I went. I went.
I need to start
and
looking on Instagram, social media. Y'all, I better be on
right?
there.
Yeah.
There was a lot of people that you don't really know, like you don't know. And she went around and said, hey, what's your name and everything. And then she said, okay, everybody, I want you to stand up and I want you to partner with somebody that you don't know at all. So we're partnering with this person, and she says, okay, so I want you to ask the person, person A, ask, who are you? And so you have to say, who are you? It was kind of like after everything you said, it was the person's kind of like, who are you? Who are you? Who are you? Who are you? And then one was, what do you value? What do you value? And I don't know why I can't remember.
What do you believe in?
What do you believe in? And so after a while, it's like, wow, wait a minute. Well, first off, who am I? Wait a minute. What do I believe in?
Yeah.
What do I value? Like, it gets harder because it's like, well, wow, what do I actually value? So I enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah, definitely. I believe in what we call challenge and support. So I'm going to challenge you, but I'm going to support you through it. I'm not a person that is just going to allow just the tears. It's like, yeah, let's go ahead. Let's cry about it. But now what? And I think that that's so important, because we are all way stronger than I believe we sometimes give ourselves credit for.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the truth.
Yeah.
Completely.
One thing I realized too is you can't do it by yourself.
Absolutely.
Like, you have to have that tribe. You have to have those people that are important to you, that stick with you. Something that's, what do you do if, let's say, somebody that was in your tribe and you realize that person's not actually part of, they're not helping you in your tribe? How do you deal with that?
Never happened.
Right?
That means, to me, if you feel
Never.
Never happened.
to me, I feel like if that happens, that means you didn't do. I'm not gonna say do your research on your friends and everything first, because you should do, I guess, research before you try to let somebody inside your life, because you don't want anybody. And that's how I think that's why I'm so solo a lot, because I don't want to be doing research. Let me just be solo. You know,
Yeah.
I know
But you
you're
gotta
supposed
do your
to have
research, though.
you're supposed to have your friends or so-called friends around. Well, I don't want no so-called friends, but
I would say to that there's a couple of different ways that you can go with that. Some people are in your life before you realize that it was an option. You know, you like, you have some people that you've been friends with since you were younger, and so they're still in your life because they've just always been there.
exactly
And so as you grow,
like family.
Sometimes family can feel optional. You know, as you grow, you kind of start to sometimes outgrow people, you know, or you begin to, and not that you're better than them, y'all just may grow differently. And so you have choices. That's another thing that I strongly believe in, is choices. So you have the choice to, do I find a way to exit, politely escort this person out of my life, or do you just change their seat? I always use the analogy of, like, right, I'm the driver of this bus, right? And everybody that's connected to me is on this bus. So I have the choice of, do I put you off my bus or do I just change your seat on my bus?
Maybe do I even let you in the bus?
Right. Do you even get on the, do I just pull that big old handle and close the door of the bus? Am I that bus driver that I see you at the bus stop and I just ride on
and splash that water?
I love it.
You know, so you get to decide who's on your bus and who's not. But I think we have to have the courage, and it does take courage. You have to have the courage to make those decisions. I think that sometimes we're scared because they've been in our life for so long.
You don't want to dismiss them
Right.
so quickly.
And you don't want to hurt anybody's feelings, and you don't want to, but you have to really think about what serves you and what's good for you. And like I said, even if you don't put them off the bus, maybe they just don't have a front row seat to your life like they used to.
You know.
They get the back seat sometimes.
Like all the way at the back. Like that
back,
little bitty,
back in
that
1950
little bitty
back,
emergency
you know?
seat where the bus aide sits way in the back.
Right.
Maybe they get that seat, but we'll see.
I noticed too, you talk a lot about self-care. So what do you do to help self-care recharge your batteries? What do you do?
Y'all, when I tell y'all, it took me so long to get to that point of understanding how important that was. And it took me literally having a breakdown in order to get to that place. But now that I'm there, you will never be able to take it away from me, because self-care is invaluable. And sometimes it's something big, like now I've made it a priority that at least twice a year I need to go out of the country. And that's just my thing. Whereas sometimes I don't have time to go out of the country because I got all this other stuff going on. But I have to reflect on, in the moment, how can I take care of myself? Because in that moment, it may be something as simple as I just need to go in my office, close the door, take a breath, put on some music so that I don't, flip tables and choke people.
I'll go with, look, I scream, I'll go with option B.
I've done that. I've done that. I've been on my way to work in the morning and literally in my car screaming so I can get it all out so that when I walk in the door at work, I can be pleasant. Hey, how you doing? Good morning. Hey, good morning. How was your weekend?
Right.
It was fine.
No, we both just screamed in the car.
Right.
Well, we good.
Screamed, cried, did all of that.
Everything.
Like, Lord, if you don't bless me today, I need you. Yeah.
I know what's the question I want to ask? Oh, with the Face app, I'm going back with Face app real quick. What will you tell yourself 20 years
That's a good
ago,
one.
Right?
and 20 years in the future?
Girl, that's
If you could tell yourself
That's a good question.
20 something in the future, what's the question? Or what will you tell? Hey, in the future, do this. In the past, do this.
So I'm going to start with the past.
Okay.
Because that would have meant 20 years ago, I was 23. So I would have told her, girl, you're doing good, but you're making some really dumb mistakes. Like, get it together. You're too smart for this. That's what I would have told her.
Okay.
Because at 23, I had finished my master's degree, or was finishing my master's degree, but I was also pregnant with my soldier.
Hey, soldier.
That's on
She
on
need a
live
soldier.
right now. And all of that was a blessing, but I was still like not mentally and emotionally well.
Okay.
So I was doing things that did not serve me well. So what I would say to that 23-year-old is like, wake up, forgive yourself, and forgive those that did whatever it was. That they don't use that as a crutch and as an excuse to keep making dumb mistakes.
Okay.
So that's what I would have said to her. What would I say to
The future
or
you.
what I hope to say to the
Okay.
future me? So I'll be 63. I'm gonna be like, girl, you bad. You are fabulous. Because at 63, I plan to still be wearing my high heels and dressing cute. And my prayer is that I am eyebrows on. If I put on some eyebrows that day, they're gonna be straight.
They'll be straight.
And just I pray that by that time I have touched a lot of lives.
Okay.
And that I have left my imprint. Not that I plan to die at 63. I plan to have a whole, as my pastor would say, or I think the Bible says it, but my pastor says it all the time, old and full of days.
Yes.
That I will have done good. Like, I just want to be able to look at myself in 20 years and say, girl, you did good.
That's good.
Yeah.
What about you?
20 years? I was like, 10?
Look,
I'll go back 10 years then.
Right.
10 years, I would tell her to wake up.
Yeah.
I would tell her to wake up. Like, wake up and really motivate her to, how can I say, love what she do, not what other people do.
That's good.
And 10 years now, 10 years my future, hope I be pregnant
Okay.
at
But
40.
what did you tell her?
Right.
Push. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. I better not be pregnant at 40. But I would tell her continue. Continue loving. Continue being strong. That will be the 10-year anniversary of my mom's death. So just don't look back. Just keep moving forward.
That's good.
So, yeah. What about you,
Your
Niche?
turn.
Goodness. I would tell myself, you have all the self-confidence in the world, and you can do this. You got this. Don't let anybody else try and silence you. and keep you from being in the amazing person that you know that you are. And if I would tell my future self, I would say keep doing what you're doing, keep being unique, and keep being fabulous.
Come on, girls.
So
And
it takes a while. Like self-confidence is hard.
Yeah, it is.
yes, growing up knowing so many things. I mean, I wasn't a bully. I wasn't bullied, but still, just seeing others and stuff. It's hard to grow up. I'm not gonna by skin color, but me being dark skinned, it was kind of hard because all the people wanted the little light skinned chick, or this and that. Or it was kind of hard to even love yourself,
Right.
due to the past relationships I used to be in. But that what I hope we all see ourselves 2010. Actually tell each other, or we'll go back on this video 10 years from now,
Right.
and say, hey,
Remember what you said.
you did tell me that.
And I hope that it's like real, true, authentic confidence.
Right.
'Cause
Yeah,
there are a
girl,
lot of
authentic,
people-
yeah.
There are a lot of people that have this false confidence, but I really want people deep down on the inside to have real confidence, not arrogance,
Right.
but confidence.
I love that.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people think they have confidence, but it just be arrogant to me. To me. And I'm like, okay, whatever. I'm going to next. Come on, y'all. That's
But
all I'm
that's
doing.
that's seated in insecurity.
Oh yeah.
That arrogance and that false thing is seated in insecurity. And a lot of people aren't honest with themselves about what those insecurities are, and they would never in a million years admit it.
Oh,
But
yeah,
they know.
definitely. And that's even with having people in your life too.
Mm-hmm.
You knowing good and well you and that you don't need that person in your life.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like but I no.
Yep. And we make allowances for them and excuses for them, and it's not helping. Hey, this is a completely random question.
Okay, I love these random because I am
Right.
random.
Do you think that you have ever dated a narcissist?
What's the definition?
So a narcissist is like that person that really truly believes like the world revolves around them.
Oh,
Like I had one boyfriend one time tell me, I'm the best boyfriend you ever had. I was like, when?
And how would you even know?
Yeah.
Like
just that
A
ego.
narcissist will like never apologize or
never be in
they
the
try to
wrong.
make you think that you're the crazy one when really it's them. Have y'all ever?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're not dumb.
Right. No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I know that was out of the blue, but
that was a Chanel moment. That's why, because I've been trying not to be random this whole time.
well, because we were
kept my
talking
mouth
about
shut.
arrogance,
Right.
And so,
But no, that's true. Because I hate the type of person that be, this is right and this is wrong, and you be like, no, it's not such thing. To me, it's right and wrong. Because your right could be my wrong, or vice versa. So you have to be open. Nope. It's this and that flat. I'm like, okay, what the fuck? Okay, on to the next.
Well, I believe there are beliefs. Like you're entitled to your belief.
Yeah, beliefs. Yeah,
But don't try to put it off on me.
yes.
Yeah.
But we do a lot of times we do that though. We try to. And like no. You can't
Yeah. But I think bringing it all full circle,
right?
even how it applies to purpose.
Oh yeah.
Like you believe what you believe, and your purpose is centered around those beliefs and those values, and you don't have to get anybody else's permission
Right.
to be that, do that, say that, whatever. It's yours. Make it uniquely and wholly yours. And stop waiting for other people to affirm you.
Right.
I mean, it's great. You want people to, pat you on the back and stuff. But I promise y'all that was one of the, I've had several freedom moments. But that was one of my freedom moments, was when I let go of that need for approval and affirmation.
You gotta find it in you.
I know you help people, with their purpose and everything, but you ever look at a person and be like, this is not your purpose? You ever told them that, and how did they react?
Well, like I said, I'm a pretty blunt person. I'm a blunt person, but I'm not a mean person.
Okay.
I think there's a saying that says truth without grace is cruelty. So I'm not that person. So I know how to speak to a person and maybe kind of I would probably try to redirect them and say, well, have you thought about this? Or what about this? I wouldn't necessarily say that's not your purpose, but I probably would give them some homework to make them kind of think a little bit longer and deeper and harder about that.
When you was talking, I was thinking about a rapper. You know how like people still want to be a rapper at age 40?
Oh my gosh.
Oh
my gosh.
Well, let me say, once you just make the beats maybe, or
Right.
Or once you write you be a ghostwriter,
Right.
But no, I want to be a rapper. Oh,
Good luck with that.
I want to be a singer, baby.
Yeah.
You don't have the child.
Yeah.
Have you thought about, like you said, have you thought about writing lyrics?
Yeah, you provide other options.
Because they got people who cannot sing and be singing on the demos for like the singers and the rappers and all that stuff. So I'm like,
yeah, they need some people in their life that's going to help them redirect.
I don't like people to be my yes person. You ever had them yes people? Yes. Yes. Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah. I don't like them yes people.
I'm not.
And you be thinking in your head, like, why you just be agreeing with this?
Yeah.
I'm not agreeing.
But that's exactly what we were just talking about, though. Like your tribe, like being careful who is in your tribe. And if you are a person that's what you want those yes people, then more power to you. But if you're a person that really wants to grow and really wants to, kind of knock down some of those false walls, then you need people in your life who are going to be like, boo, I love you.
Right.
And because I love you, I'm going to tell you, you probably don't need to do that ever again in life. So
there have been times like me and my friends have gone out and we see women that, like, let's say their shirts hanging out and pretty much their titties out and
like yours
friends,
right now, Misha.
Whatever.
No, I'm joking.
She would have. Hold on, wait a minute. She would have been like,
before she even got out here, I'd have been like, do you have a sweater?
You
need my blazer?
You need something?
Yeah.
But like, we're looking there and we're like, where are your friends at? Like, because no, your friends got to be
just like you to let you go out the house looking like that.
Yeah. And I mean, and that's the superficial thing, but I just feel like if people love you, like really love you, they're gonna want you to do better.
Yes.
Oh yeah, definitely.
If they are okay with you staying in the state that you're in, even when you're doing well, they should want you to grow and do better. And if they really love you, then they're going to challenge you and they're going to follow up with you and they're going to ask you, hey, you said you were going to write that book. Have you
wrote a page?
Have you thought of the title? Have you gone and bought a journal? Do you have like even the smallest, steps? You need those people in your life. And if you don't have any of those people in your life, then you need to reconsider, like throw the whole tribe away and start over.
Right.
Yeah.
I got that person in my life, so. I saw her today. Hey, Andrea, you be watching? She said, I can't watch you on my phone, but I'll watch it later.
Yeah.
But but let's get into the quotes that we usually close out with tonight.
Yeah.
You go first. Dr. Sadi.
I don't know necessarily if it's a quote or if it's just a thought.
Okay, what's your thought?
So my thought is for everyone who's watching, whether they're watching live right now or whether they're going to watch later, take the time to really consider who's in your life, what you're doing with your time, and how you're treating yourself. Like, and be honest about all of those areas. And I think that if we do that and make incremental, even if it's small changes, then you'll see a difference. So,
Miss Mish?
Goodness. You got to take care of your star player, which is you. Because if you're the only one that's going to take care of you, that has your own back. So that's mine.
Okay.
What's going on?
I've been thinking for the last 40 minutes. Let's see. Always remember, if you go to sleep tonight, you just went through your past. If you wake up in the morning, it's your present. And it's something, hold on. I messed up. Hold on. Yesterday was your past. No, forget about yesterday, which was your past. Always remember today is your present. And something about the future. And that's Vivid Vybe.
all right.
Have a good one. Bye, y'all.
Good to see y'all.